Happy Monday. It's the second week of the new year. And by the end of this week, we will already be halfway through January, which is just crazy. Time is a flying, which brings me to today's quote Carpe Diem, or in English, seize the day. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a whole lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Kerri Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. Today's quote is Carpe Diem, or in English, seize the day, or even as moms, just seize the moment, which makes the day that much better. As moms, and especially working moms, we always have 100 things on our mind. And even if you don't have your to-do list and schedule written down, you at least have an idea of what you want to do or get done. And maybe it's the weekend and you have the next couple of hours kind of mapped out in your head. Maybe you want to get some things off your to-do list. Maybe wash the sheets, check and send some emails. Just basically get stuff off your plate. But then this little door opens up. A little path starts to clear to do something different. Like this past Friday night, I had a plan in my head to spend some time going through some stuff in the basement that I wanted to donate to our school fundraiser and to work on my declutter project at the same time. I know, a wild Friday night, don't be jealous. But then my kids asked if we can go out to dinner. I didn't feel like cooking, and normally we order pizza on a Friday anyway. So Russ and I looked at each other and we realized that the kids were actually getting along, which I won't say doesn't happen often, but lately has been happening a lot. So that little door was opening up to do something different, to Carpe Diem, and we stepped through it. We went out to dinner, and then it was actually a really good time, which is not always the case. And then we had a movie night, and all three kids actually agreed on a movie. We watched Trolls 3, which I absolutely loved, and it was a really fun night. I would have missed out on that night had I not Carpe Diemed. If I would have stuck to that schedule I had mapped out in my head, if I would have went down in the basement and started cleaning and just ordered the pizza. But that door opened up to Carpe Diem and seize that time with my family, so I took it. And then I actually did it again last night. It had been snowing and it kind of just started to turn into like a little light rain. And I had to bring the dog for a walk, and I also needed to get my steps in, and I needed to close the final ring on my Apple Watch for getting my 7 out of 7 goal of closing my rings for the week. So I wanted to do a quick walk. Plus, because it was raining, I really just wanted to get the walk over and done with. But then Michael said that he wanted to come with me. And then I saw that little door opening up again, that opportunity to Carpe Diem. He wanted to spend time with me. And I know that those moments will not last forever. I've learned that watching my girls, and I'm so grateful that I'm so aware of them now. So I said, okay, let's go for a walk. So we went for a walk, and he kept up with my pace. And, he was picking up snow on the way, throwing some snowballs at the street signs. And then we came to this little park field area that we walked past. And he really wanted to do a snow angel. And I was like, oh, I don't want to have him not do a snow angel, because what if it doesn't snow again? Because the past couple of years, we just haven't gotten a lot of snow. But because it was raining, I'm like, Michael, it's really wet. I don't know if a snow angel is the best idea, because he was also wearing sweatpants. And he's like, fine, I'll just run around. So I actually bent down and I felt the snow to see if it was wet. And then I saw it was perfect snowball packing snow. So I made a snowball and I threw it at him. And that actually turned into a 10-minute impromptu snowball fight. It was so awesome. And then we got home and he's like, you know what, Mom? I'm so glad I came on that walk with you. He's like, that's going to be core memory for me. Me and you having that snowball fight, which, especially coming from a 10-year-old, just totally lifted my heart, because Russ is really known as the fun one. As much as I like to think I'm fun, and I am fun, but I'm the one that makes him redo his homework if it's sloppy. I'm the one that's taking him to the doctor's appointments. Russ is the one that gets to play football and video games with him or takes him to the arcade while mommy's home meal prepping for the week. And I've actually said it to Russ before that I get a little envious of him because he gets to do all the fun things with the kids, but he's also more adventurous than I am. So sometimes I'm okay with some of the things he does. But being able to make that memory was really priceless for me. I reached my 10,000 steps. I didn't actually get the full ring closed while we were out, but a little running in place when I got home did the trick. So, mamas, this week I challenge you to Carpe Diem. Look out for those doors that are opening up and walk through them and make those impromptu memories with your kids. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Kerri Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it in your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there is a topic you would like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life or join our new Facebook community. Sending you love and light until next time on the Mom Wife Career Life podcast with Kerri Pat.